So my name is Barry Sinnott. I'm the fourth generation here at the Bank of Utica, and it was started by my great-grandfather, John J. Sinnott, back in 1927. It's been here headquartered in downtown Utica ever since. We started off actually in Blandina Street, and then we moved to this building pretty early on. It was during the war. I think it was 1944. That's when we moved to this building. This used to be the Utica Gas and Electric Building. My grandfather, Roger Sinnott, was the second generation. He actually served in World War II. He was the youngest bank president in America when he became bank president. That would have been in 1950, and he would have been 36 years old. My great-grandfather was president of the bank here for 50 years, from 1950 until 2000. My dad would be the third generation, Tom Sinnott, and Tom has been president here since 2000. And I've started my career here after college. I came here and did an internship where I was working up in the bookkeeping department, the computer department, general ledger, and also here in the teller line. I came back to the bank here in 2010, and I'm now working in personal banking and in operations. We've been locally owned and operated here in downtown Utica since 1927, and we only have one branch, but although we only have one branch, we're still the largest bank in terms of deposits here in Oneida County. And a few years ago, we were actually the largest full-service community bank in the whole nation at around $1 billion. We're very happy to work with any organizations that are dealing with small business, whether it's the City of Utica, Mohawk Valley Edge, SUNY IT, and their Small Business Development Center. In fact, we have nearly $50 million in loans for small business, and I think that makes us the second or third largest in the county here for small business loans. With some of these development agencies, we've had a modicum of different loans. A few examples would be we've had a microbrewery that's come to us, a meat packing operation, and also a spray foam product. We don't really do too much outside of the area because we are very devoted to Utica, and we have one branch located here in Utica, so we're really dedicated to our area, which includes basically Oneida County and Herkimer County.
As we talk about Bank of Utica, I think we talk about really what the roots are of Utica, New York. They've been here for decades. They're always reaching out, they're always helping. They are what I would represent as what Utica is all about. They are outstanding people. They're always willing to engage over and above just the banking. They're involved in the community, and I think if you look at their commercials, I think that tells you exactly what Utica is all about. And I would say at this point, I would like to thank personally on the show Mr. Sinnott and the Bank of Utica for coming forward in a time that the city really needed some assistance, and he came as he's always has in the past and hopefully in the future. So I thank him very much and the Bank of Utica for being there for the City of Utica, New York.
My generation, we've kind of seen Utica when we hit a certain level. And when I was in high school, I went to Proctor High School, my friends and I were always pretty positive on the area, and we always wanted to find things that we could do here. Downtown Utica was less populated than it is right now. When I was maybe in the 80s and the 90s, I don't remember too many restaurants being here. And now there's a whole bunch of restaurants that have opened up here. So I've seen some positive changes here in downtown Utica with restaurants, with bars, with kind of people being here. And I hope the trend continues. There's a new kind of movement for people in the last 20 years to move back into the city. And the top tier cities maybe experienced that in the 90s. The second tier cities, the cities are a little bit larger than Utica. Maybe Syracuse and Albany, they've had their downtown revitalizations that have been happening. And I think Utica's on the cusp of that because now we have some loft apartments going up. We have more people that want to be downtown, more restaurants opening up, more people want to be here. The way cities were structured was around a downtown. And if we don't have a strong downtown, this urban sprawl just keeps growing and growing and growing. And I feel like we lose our identity. We become a place that's just more big box stores where it doesn't matter if you're in Iowa or Massachusetts or Texas or New York, it all becomes homogenous and one of the same things. But by having these downtown Utica restaurants and people living here, we start to reform our identity. Well, there's some new things that we're trying to introduce here at the Bank of Utica. One thing that everybody's using is mobile phones. Everybody's got a mobile phone now. That was different even 10 years ago. I think I got my first mobile phone less than 10 years ago. And we're actually introducing a new product called mobile banking, which a lot of banks our size or even bigger than us don't have. And it's a product where you can actually bank on your cell phone. And that's something that I think is going to appeal to my generation and even the generation younger than me, teenagers and people in their 20s, because people just want everything at their phone, at their fingertips, here and then. So that's something that we're actually introducing this month. After I graduated from college, I came back to Utica and worked here at the bank for about a half a year, but then I moved overseas, and I actually had been located in Taiwan and China for most of the last 10 or 12 years. I'm actually happier here in Utica than I would be in those places. I'm really looking forward to coming back here and raising a family. I mean, the quality of life issues are excellent in Utica. We're a city, we have a lot of people, but it's not so overbearing and so crowded that you feel claustrophobic and enclosed in like a big city might make you feel sometimes. We are the Bank of Utica. I mean, Utica's in our name. and we're here to help in any way we possibly can. And we're going to be here for a long, long time. We've been here for 4 generations, and you know, Utica's our home. Our employees are from here. They work here, they live here, and you know, any way we can help the city out, we're going to try our best. Utica, we're going to help it grow and watch it grow.